Right, so now you have an idea of the type of business model that you want to pursue. We need to start looking at what niche that you want to go into. And I know that this is a sticking point for many. Over the years, I've spoken to many different people, and one of the big things is I don't really know what niche to go into. And if you are ever stuck on thinking about your niche, then think about your audience instead. So rather than thinking, oh, I'm going to go into that niche, start asking yourself, who do I want to work with? Who do I want to talk to? Who do I want to serve? Who do I want to solve problems for? I think the challenge today is not finding a niche, but it's having too many choices. There are so many different niches now because almost any single business, any single idea that you have, you can turn into a business. Anyway, when thinking about your niche, and in the next module, we'll talk more about your target audience and delve into that. But when thinking about your niche, a great place to start is to start to list down all of the interests that you currently have. What are things that you really love to talk about or read about, consume, watch, do, etc. on a daily basis? Because that's going to give you a real clue over the type of niche you may want to go into. For instance, I have some really good friends here in Phuket, Thailand. I have one of them who just loves vintage clothes. Great niche to go into. I have another friend of mine who's just an amazing cook, and she's thinking of doing cookbooks and recipes from around the world, so like Thailand, Malaysia, etc. You just suit her down to the ground. I have another friend of mine here who's just fitness mad. She wants to talk about fitness and nutrition. We had a chat the other day about her brand because fitness and nutrition is so massive, isn't it? And she's thinking about doing specifically nutrition for 50 plus women. So you can see there that she's taken a niche that she loves, but then targeted it at a specific audience. So start thinking about what are your interests, and also great questions to ask yourself. What do you love to do? What do you love to talk about? What captures your interest? What do you daydream about? Great question. But be careful, because as a great example, I love reading, talking, listening, learning about AI and the future and technology, but I don't love it enough to immerse myself in it so much that I would want to build a brand around it. So just make sure you do ask yourself that question. Some things are hobbies, some things you want to turn into a business. So if you're a multi-passionate person, just ask yourself, yeah, but hold on a second. That's something that's a bit of a hobby and I really enjoy that, but I'm not sure I want to go and do enough of that to make money out of it. So what's the thing that you think you could do every single day, all day, and really immerse yourself in it? For me, I can talk to you about business and travel every single day of the week. And that's why I have a brand around business and travel. So here's some just example brands talking about travel. This is Nomadic Matt. You've probably heard of him. He's probably one of the biggest bloggers in the world. So he started a blog before travel blogging was a thing, built a huge audience around backpacking and traveling on a budget. And he initially monetized via display ads, but now he has books and courses and a community and does tours and stuff around the world. So that's a great example of building a brand around something you're doing. He was traveling at the time, so it made sense to, build a brand around what he was doing and give tips about it. This is a genius brand. Emil Pakarklis, a photographer, took his love of photography, put it with one of the most popular gadgets in the world, and created the iPhone photography school. He monetizes this through courses. Now, of course, you can't do this unless you're a pretty skilled photographer in the first place. But if you happen to have a fantastic skill that can lend itself to a website or a blog or a social media brand or something, then why not? You can monetize it. This is a lady who built a brand, and what I love about this, there's another massive brand out there called Epic Gardening. You may have heard of it. It's huge, multi-million-dollar brand. But what I love about what this lady did is she put her target audience in the title of her blog. She's not going for people with massive gardens. She's not going for people who only have a vegetable patch. She is going specifically for people with a middle-sized garden. I thought that was so clever. And so she's taken her love of gardening and she's been very specific about the audience that this is for, which is people with a middle-sized garden. What I love about this is the simplicity of it. Yoga with Adrienne is about yoga. It's not about anything else. It's not about meditation. It's not about nutrition. It's not about fitness. It's about yoga. That is it. It's not Pilates and yoga with, band exercises or squats or anything like that. It is yoga. And she's got 12 million subscribers with only 691 videos. And that's because she's been so specific about her target market, which is people who want to learn how to do yoga. And she does these 30-day courses, free courses on her YouTube channel. So you can basically go to her YouTube channel and start a 30-day progressive course where you're doing a different yoga practice every day, and she's really, really good. So that's what I love about that one. And then these are from Twitter. You've got the AI solopreneur on the left. He's been very specific about who his target market is. He's talking about AI and he is directing it at solopreneurs. AI is huge. You could target all sorts of different demographics with that, but he is going specifically for the solopreneur, which I think is very clever, and he's built his audience very quickly. Niche Site Lady, what I love about her is that she's already built her business, which is a travel blog, and she's making 70 grand a month from display ads, mainly display ads, some affiliate marketing on her travel blog. So she picked a niche, which was travel, built a travel blog out of something she was passionate about, but she's learned so much about SEO and how to do blogging over the years that now what she's doing is she's sharing her blogging and SEO tips under an anonymous Twitter account. But what she's done is she's created a newsletter, and she's now monetizing that newsletter via sponsorship and affiliate marketing. What she's done is she's gone down one route, one brand, one business model, and then when she's made a success of that, she's diversified into a new business model, and she's now monetizing that. Very, very clever. I like that a lot. And then you got little old me. I've just started my Twitter journey after a few years away from it. But my business is basically travel and is business and travel. It's teaching people, primarily 50 plus, how to build a lifestyle business while traveling the world. So if you can't find your passion or you're not sure what it is, don't get hung up on it. Focus instead on your interests or your strengths or your curiosities. I listened to a great podcast recently with Tim Ferriss where he was saying that passion is so fleeting. And actually what we should be doing, or something we could consider doing, is actually exploring our curiosities, because who knows where they might lead. And that could actually inspire passion within us on something completely new. Also, use this slide in your workbook. Think about all the different things you're interested in that you like to talk about, and answer some of the questions to maybe inspire some answers that you haven't thought of before. So your action steps for module 2 are to consider the best business model for you, take the solopreneur quiz to see whether that business model aligns with your personality, and list some of your interests and skills to determine your potential niche. In the next module, we are going to be delving into who your target audience is, which is going to help solidify your niche further and start to craft your brand. So I look forward to seeing you in the next module.